So I want to find some really, really, really deep cut Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. I really do. I want to really, let's have a dig. Let's have a proper dig. I thought, well, what can go wrong? What can go wrong? So if I get myself comfy, get myself hydrated, and get ready, because I'll state this now. I was a giant Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. I still am. I absolutely adore the Turtles, and it's kind of really is my wheelhouse. In fact, if you go over to the YouTube channel, you will see that the first video that we're going to cover, I'm going to do a couple of voiceover videos to release in December, but there is a lot of turtle talk. There's going to be a lot of turtle talk. So I thought, what better way to start this whole thing is by going on a turtle hunt. So whilst I just jump off of screen for a second, I will get myself set up. I'm hydrated. I'm ready for the hunt. So we've got a few bits and pieces that I need to look for. First of all, we're looking for vintage things. I want to find some card. I want to find some loose. I want to find some expensive. I want to find some cheap. So I will shrink myself ever so slightly into this corner so we can see. And I will start scrolling. And trust me, there's some stuff that is going to be... Well, shall we start from... We'll not start with the neckers. Let's get some filters in play as we speak. So we're going to go for action figures. We're going to keep it as all. We are going to keep it... that's not cheap, is it? We're not looking at cheap straight away. You see, this is one that bugs me. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's 1988 vintage, pre-owned Playmates. £28.78. Let's have a look why it's so special. It does have the bits and pieces with it. I remember jabbing my brother with this trowel. I think we'll call it the trowel. But it's got both bow staffs. I couldn't remember. I don't remember Donnie coming with two bow staffs. But it's out of the box. There's no box. I know it's used, obviously, but that's a little bit... saying that. Similar items. No, that's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. I am Raph all day long. Absolutely all day long. And I will get lost in the sauce tonight. I'm not even going to pretend, because I'm just going to look, and before I know it, I'm already lost in the sauce anyway, because I'm like, ooh. It's got the holder, and I don't know what it's called. Pizza slice. It's supposed to have size, and they're not size. That's we're not talking cheap. We're looking at that's it. That's what we're looking for. So we've got Rat King, Mikey, Leatherhead, Raph, what looks like Leo in the back end, Splinter, but Splinter doesn't look like he's got his robe on with all of the parts. Still on the blister as well. 150 quid though? Potentially. They all look in good nick. They all look pretty tidy. That's not that I think that's not a bad little deal, to be fair. When you think about it, it's got everything on the blisters, it's got everything lined up and everything ready. Cheeky. Oh my god. Turtle Power Kazoo. Sorry? Toys R Us. Oh, I completely read that wrong. That's $12.99, not £112.99 on original date of purchase. That one really quite threw me out. Can you imagine? To be fair, I had majority of the Turtles toys, but I never had the Turtle Power kazoo set, and I can swear on plenty of lives that potentially, if I have had those, they'd have ended up being shoved in places that they shouldn't really have been shoved in, but and not through my own doing. It would definitely be through my mum or dad being able to batter me with it. Ooh, on card. We have an on card. Toon Turtles. They are incredibly quite rare. That's not. The only problem is it's Irma. It's not in great condition. Saying that, neither am I, and I was born near there. But it is on card. I know for certain the tunes are quite sought after at the minute, and the blisters still. Oh, that if you are after something vintage, I mean, don't get me wrong, Mesh is not the most desirable, but 125.50. Is there anything similar? Ah, there we go. There we go. They're just strange looking. I understand that they're nice and rare, but they're just strange. They are strange. To be fair, they're on my little list of things to hunt tonight. So we've actually got one marked off. I feel like I've accomplished something now. But the blister looks quite nice. Everything's quite tidy. That one's so much better. That's in better nick than Irma. God, how the world's changed. I just seen the original price sticker on the corner. I'm sure it said $4 something. There. $4.99. But that one grail. The only other grail would be that lost in the sauce. I told you I'd just absolutely get lost in the sauce. Look at that. Let's see if we can get a bit of a zoom on. Oh my god. That. Congratulations, Mui76, because that is absolutely stunning. Full on card, in case. Absolutely beautiful. Michelangelo, Donatello, the whole gang. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. That is what a find. And there probably will be about 4 or 5 different people selling these job lots, but we've got £2,900 or best offer, and that collection, as someone who had, I'm lost in the sauce, as someone who had all of those, I am gobsmacked. What I'm going to do, because I am gobsmacked, is, if you want to check out the link, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but we'll find out. That is an absolute stunner. Absolute stunner. I'm actually blown away by that one. It's not going to make for a very it's not going to make for a very good short or anything, or even a segment, but that absolutely tickled my britches. That one put something somewhere that it shouldn't have. I don't know why we need to see today's TV times on the table, or farm foods. Really nice collection. Playmates classic collection, £265. It's the repackaging, recarded, because it's the nipply shredder. I don't know if I'm allowed to show that on here, but we'll find out. Michelangelo, 265 quid. Nice little bargain. Absolute nice little bargain. Especially when we scroll down and you can see people have got vintage on. I'm still, I could look at this over and over again. I'd really like to find a Technodrome. There's a lot of pages. There's a lot of pages, so we've got a bit of time. Who's that? Wow. a cutlery set. Guys, a cutlery set, £250, 30p. Knock me down with a feather. I understand it's 1980. How can it be 1980? That is not real. That is not real. Surely, I'm pretty sure, like 97% sure, that Turtles didn't get released until 1984. I'm, in fact, I'm sure it was 1984. When was the TMNT first comic made? I'm sure it was 1984. It weren't any earlier than that. 1984. See? I know my turtle facts. 1984. So, I don't know if Hakim's _1 is trying to swindle someone, but 1980s, the first comic wasn't released until 1984, so that is a Back to the Future life. That, are we living in a simulation? Because it could be. It could be. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a scam. Is a scam. But scam. Sorry, Hakim's. That, my dear, is a scam. Scratch the cat. So, this one is quite sought after and used to be quite expensive if we can find the original Scratch the Cat figure. A lot of it will be the cheap remakes, such as the Scratch the Cat Ultimate figure. Someone's 3D printed Scratch the Cat, because it is super, super rare. Super, super rare. I've been keeping an eye on for it for a little while, but it must have come down in price. I got absolutely lost in the sauce there for nearly half an hour. That was a good treasure hunt. That was a really, really, really good treasure hunt. Quick hydration. But I do have lots more treasure hunts planned. Loads more retro finds. And there's a couple more bits and pieces on there. But what I'm going to do, these are incredibly difficult to get hold of, even loose here in the UK. I'm sure there'll be some places that you can get them from, but they've got the Universal Mikey, the Donatello Vampire, which I thought was pretty cool. It has got a slick back hair. The Wolfman Leo. Extremely well priced here. Extremely well priced. But I said I wasn't going to look at the NECA ones, but I might have. I can't help myself. I literally can't help myself. That is absolutely sick. That is absolutely sick. I think maybe, oh my god, that is absolutely epic. my god. Oh my god.